I'm Jim Diedlow, host of JED in the region. And it's been an action-packed morning like it always is. Traffic is getting really light in a lot of places, so go ahead and drive somewhere if you want. It's going to be a high of 76 today, and then pretty much sunshine all the way through the end of the weekend, which is a good thing for all the festivals. Greek Fest in Cherville. You've got the Festival of the Lakes, big and rich tonight. And I don't have any tickets for that, so I have a bunch of tickets here. And Jordan Beasley, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
How do you think I am this morning?
Probably tired.
Yes, I wasn't drunk or anything. I just was tired last night.
I'm sure you slept well, though.
You want to know something? I am a closet poor sleeper after I've been out. So I was up to like 1:15, and I woke up at 4. So this is what a true professional does. This is how a true professional bounces back. Jordan Beasley is the pride of Hammond High School.
Yes.
And the pride of the University of Indianapolis.
Yes.
And then, you know how many people ask me, hey, how's Jordan doing?
No, nobody cares.
Oh, stop. You were on these air. Wait, you were 15 years old when you walked in. Remember when Principal, what was her name?
Well, we've gone through a couple of principals.
But the one, she didn't mind. I talked to her one time. I said, you know, Jordan comes over and he works with us in the morning. And then I know he's got to be late for school. And she's like, oh, I didn't hear you say that. So they were just kind of looking the other way because they knew that you were hanging out with me in the morning. And a lot of times it was when I was doing the show by myself sometimes. Ryan was here. And then there was times when it was just me and you. And so I don't even know how you got over to school. You must have borrowed someone's car or something. But you'd go to school late. No one would say anything.
They were very understanding and accommodating people.
So you started at 15, and you've been announcing. You announced here. Remember you did that state finals at the age of 17?
I don't know. My years are all jumbled at this point.
Do you miss working with Mr. Kuziak?
I do. He brought me excitement.
Is that what that's called?
Well, I know it can't be duplicated.
That's true. So but you see, Jordan, you did learn a few things going around with me and Mr. Kuziak for three or 4 years, right?
Yeah, most importantly, 1, don't get kicked out of a basketball game. 2, a second and a half can make the difference of being in a car accident or being in a log jam.
Oh, remember that?
Yes.
Oh, that was a sad one. Jordan and I were going to do a Bishop Knoll game at Lake Station, just he and I driving. And we left, and then I'm like, oh, you know, I had to run back into the station. And so we probably about 1 minute or 2 minute delay. We were the 5th or 6th car behind a death on 94. And you're right. That could have been us.
It could have been, and I'm glad it wasn't. So for all the times you've forgotten something, that's the one time I appreciate it.
Well, you didn't appreciate it fully.
We were there for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. We came in at halftime because Kuziak was doing the game by himself.
Yeah, he was so mad. I don't know how to announce. But there was actually another portion of that. We were caught behind this, and we got out. I got out, and I saw it, and the guy was dead already, and the cop was there, but none of the traffic could move. And they actually had to bring the ambulance down the other way down the highway. We didn't mind. We're like, this dude's dead, and there he is, and his wife's bawling profusely. It was a horrific scene, and it was multiplied by, I tried to tell you that if you're going to get in a car, before you go, you should always take a pee. And you didn't do that, did you?
No, I didn't. One of the worst decisions I've ever made, behind the husk.
Yes, because there wasn't anywhere, it wasn't like we were on a road that had girders along it, and you couldn't go into the woods or anything. You just had to gut it out.
Yes.
Now, if I said I know that it was a somber situation, and we were dealing with it accordingly, and we actually put it on the air and everything, but there was a modicum of humor in my own book to watch you sitting there. You were unable to speak, actually. After a while, you had to go to the bathroom so bad.
Yes, it became too much to bear, for any one human to bear.
There it is. So Jordan Beasley's doing well. I know many of you have followed his career. And what are you doing right now? Who are you working with?
I'm working for the city of Hammond.
And in all irony, one of the guys he's working for is Steve Fowler, the former announcer and morning host here at WJOB.
Working for or working with? It's a play on words, huh?
There it is. Fowler is If you think you learned a lot from me and Kuziak, Mr. Fowler would be right there in the same genre of people who have a lot of real life experience and aren't afraid to tell you about it. I will say this, that when Jordan was 15, he was with us, and he'd go with me and Kuziak to the games. And then we had to tone down our normal behavior because after the game, we would have to bring Jordan home. And then one day, he shows up a little late, and I'm like, Jordan, where were you? Oh, I went and got my license today. And Kuziak and I looked at each other. We got a driver. We got a driver. So, Jordan, remember that time in Michigan City we made you sit out in the restaurant part, just like ordering your French fries when me and Mr. Kuziak sat there for an exorbitant amount of time because we knew we had you to drive home, which was always a plus.
And I'm still there for you now, but give me until October and I'll be in the bar with you.
Oh, he's almost 21 years old?
Almost 21.
All right, there it is. Jordan Beasley, man, we'll have him on again.